I am back. I know it's been a long time since I've done a live reading for the collective. Unfortunately, I tried to do one the other day and it completely disappeared after I recorded it. So I was a little pissed off. I think Mercury retrograde is doing its thing with me, but whatever. I am back. I have the energy. I'm feeling better. So here we are. So I already pulled the cards, shuffled everything, and I am going to just read them intuitively. So let's see what we have for our collective. This reading is for whenever it finds you. There's no time stamps or anything on it. All right, let's see what we got here. I see newness coming through. I see yeah, I definitely see new things coming in. I see stability, I see grounding. I see, yeah, there's definitely some things coming in. So let's see, where do they want me to start? Okay, so I feel like for this collective that you are about to start like seeing, feeling, or like, I don't know, I see the pregnancy card, which for me, a lot of the times isn't necessarily pregnancy, although it could be for some of you. So if you're not trying to get pregnant, be careful. But for me, the way that this card is coming through right now is like you are giving birth to something. Like you are, I think it's like you've planted the seeds, you've done the manifesting, you've been putting the energy out there, and I think now like it's coming to fruition, like you're giving birth to something. So I see something coming through. I also have like the spring card coming through, which also for me is like newness, growth, you know, like spring, the flowers grow, and you know, the little chicks come out and all that stuff. So I feel like you're definitely like, I don't think it's the part where you're putting the energy into calling this in. I think like now whatever you've been putting the energy into is going to be coming into fruition. I think we're past the like calling it in. Because I feel like what you've been asking for is now starting to come true. I think some of you are starting to see that, and some of you are going to start to see that very soon. I think that a lot of you are also starting to really like you're starting to have more faith that it's coming through as well. I think you are starting to see signs and synchronicities even that are like, okay, something that I've been manifesting is coming through. Whether it's like you're seeing numbers or whatever signs. Like for me personally, I keep seeing feathers. I never see feathers. I don't know. It's not like a normal thing for me, and I can't stop seeing feathers. So it's just interesting. And I've been manifesting, intentionally manifesting certain things. I've been doing like manifestation spells and just like asking my guides and my spirit team to help me with bringing certain things in. So when I see the feathers, especially like I saw a green feather today, like a green feather is not something, you know, that you can come across that easily. So I just think that you're seeing signs and synchronicities to show you and know that it's going to be coming in. Like what you're calling in is coming. Keep having faith. Everything is working out. Like everything is working for you. So I definitely see that message coming through for the collective. I think you're really also being asked to continue to step into who you are, expressing your true self, expressing your individuality. I think that's how you're going to continue to call in what you're wanting to call in. And for a lot of you, I think you are just wanting to call in like peace. You know, I think you just want stability. You want like grounded energy. I don't think anyone's really, I mean, obviously you're probably calling in financial abundance and love and whatever, right? But like that all at the end of the day is going to bring you peace, Like you just want to be peaceful, you just want to be happy. And I feel like that is coming in. And there's a lot of cards here that are saying like what you've been calling in, what you've been asking for is on its way, like in the physical world coming. It's not just like, oh, the energy is, it's like it's coming in. So I do see that a lot of you have been working on like your stability, you're grounding your energy. I think a lot of you are like trying to plant your roots. So for a lot of you, you may have kind of like done a lot of changes in your life. You've made big changes, whether it's your job, your career, your housing situation, where you live. It could be friends and family. Just there's a lot of things that you have been changing, but it's also to like set you up for this new phase of life that you are stepping into. And I just feel like you've made the changes, you've been doing the work to ground yourself, to be more stable, and now I think like you're actually starting to feel like you are seeing the effects of that. Like you're seeing your hard work kind of like coming into fruition, coming into play. So I think that I think you're continuing to work on that. I think you're continuing to try and keep that grounded, stable vibe. I think that it's really like helping you to be able to manifest easier, like cleaner, it's not so like all over the place. I also think it's just important for like what you're calling in. And obviously not just stability and being grounded and whatever, but like that energy of being stable and grounded is going to help you to continue to call in what you're wanting. I definitely see like relationship, love energy coming through in this reading as well. So I feel like the more grounded and stable that you feel, the more grounded, stable relationship that you can call in. I think that you are at a point in your life where you are ready for like a true, real, like healthy relationship. You are at this point where you want someone who is going to continue to give to that grounded energy, that grounded life that you're living in. Not this crazy toxic, like up and down energy. You don't want that. You want something that's even Steven, calm, something that's going to add to the peace in your life, that's going to help you feel grounded and stable, not just like, rip roaring your whole life all over, tearing it up. And, I think you've had that and it's served its purpose and the excitement and all that. I don't think you're looking for that in that way in a relationship anymore. I think for a lot of you, you are definitely like carrying yourself in a different way at this point. I think not only energetically, but also like in the physical 3D world. I think you're moving different. I think you're kind of like, not that you're not having fun and all that, but I just think like no nonsense. Like you're not willing to deal with nonsense anymore. You know what you want, you know what you're working towards, and you're kind of like keeping the focus on your goals. And along the way, yes, you are having fun, you are, being true to yourself, but you're also doing the work to continue to move towards what you've been building for yourself, what you've been manifesting in for yourself. So I just see there's a very like strong, powerful energy coming through. I think maybe people are looking at you a little bit differently. I think people are starting to recognize your strength, recognize that like you aren't just going to be like chasing anymore for things. Like you are allowing things to come in naturally. I see patience more. I think maybe you're having more patience than you have in the past. I feel like that's something new for a lot of you in this collective. And I just think that you are really being mindful about the path that you're going down as well. I think you are really being mindful to not go to back to old ways of doing things, back to the old ways that, did not serve you in a healthy way. Maybe, obviously, at that point, that was part of your lessons and experiences, but at this point now, you're really being mindful to keep moving in the direction that you want, following the light, following the path that, like, might be scary because you don't know this path, but you know deep down that, like, this is the path that actually feels good and right to you, and it feels like the path of least resistance, even though the other path might be more comfortable because you've done it so many times. But you now, in your rational mind, know that that path is still going to bring you back to where you don't want to be. So you're going down, you're really, like, just trying to focus, and again, it's like, it's about the stability, it's about the grounded energy, the just, like, continuing to grow where you've been putting your energy. I feel like you are, again, like, you're shedding, definitely shedding versions of yourself as well. I think there's old parts of you that just do not resonate with you anymore. They are just not a part of who you are. I think you're still releasing those parts. Again, like a snake sheds its skin. I think you're, like, in that phase. You're, like, shedding this skin, and you're going to be stepping into this new shiny version of yourself. And I think you're, like, halfway through that process. Like, this isn't something new. So I see that coming through for you. I think there's part of you that is energetically, like, tired. Um, and maybe you're kind of, like, offline a little bit. I know for me, I've been a little bit offline energetically in the spiritual sense, not in my spirituality, but just in, like, I've been MIA from doing the live readings for like a month now, and it's either because I've been making shifts in my life that have taken my energy in a different way, that I haven't been able to energetically have the strength or the want to sit and do a reading, because these readings, especially the collective ones, take a lot of energy. But I feel like the more that I'm focusing on my path and grounding and all that, I'm getting my energy back. And I just feel like sometimes also spirit will, like, take you offline for a little bit energetically to do what you need to do in the physical world. So I think a lot of the collective has been going through that as well. Maybe you haven't been feeling super connected to yourself, super connected to spirit. Not that it's not there, but I just feel like, sometimes they dry dock you, and now you are coming back. So I just feel like you're releasing that. I do see, like, light coming back around the collective, like a lighter energy. I just feel like you're feeling more light energy within you. So I do see that coming through. I think, again, with this romantic relationship business, I do see that there is someone, let's see, either there's someone coming in or someone who's already here, but I feel like it's someone who's coming towards you. So it could be someone new, or it's someone, this is not an ex. This is not an ex. This is not someone that has been on and off for a long time. This is on the newer side, I would say. So this is someone who has been coming towards you, whether it's been for a couple of months, a couple of weeks, a couple of days, but not long term. I feel like it's someone that has been actively working towards getting to know you, getting to into, like, a routine with you. I see, like, good morning, good night. I see there's, like, giving energy with this person. I see that you are not reacting in the same way where I feel like a lot of people in this collective would have chased. And I feel like you are not about that chasing energy. You're allowing whatever to come through, and you're just like trusting the process. I think you're also just allowing them to like kind of prove themselves. So I feel like you're not over giving, you're not oversharing, you're not over everythinging, you know, like you're not giving that boyfriend girlfriend energy before they're a boyfriend girlfriend. I don't see you like being the one that's chasing. I think that you are just allowing whoever and whatever to come in. I think you know that this person is true and authentic, and I think there's definitely there's definitely a relationship coming in. I definitely see like whoever this is, there's like a level up or a commitment happening. So if this is someone that you haven't had that commitment talk with, or it hasn't gotten to that point yet, I definitely see a commitment coming through. I do see like a full on like relationship couple, like it's not a situationship for sure. You both are exclusively dedicated to each other. I think that it has been discussed and talked about, and I think that once that conversation happens and you are actually like Facebook official, you know, I think that is when the relationship is going to really level up and evolve into what you've been calling in. I think right now you're kind of like in the beginning phase. Like I said, you're still like watching them to see how they're coming through, how they're coming in, if they're serious. Like you're just kind of like, you come to me. I've been played too many times. So, and I think it's something that is like not, it's like it almost feels boring like but not boring, but it's not this like intense, like hot and cold, oh my god we're in love like immediately, we can't like stop spending time together. Like it's not, it feels like it's like a slow burn. It feels like there is like a reserved energy, and I feel like it's on both sides. Like you're both coming in slow and you're both taking your time and you're feeling this out, and there hasn't really been any like you know, blow ups or anything like that, and you're not trusting that, and I feel like they're kind of not trusting that. And so it's like you just keep, but I feel like there is going to be something that either kind of like pushes you two together, um or it's a conversation. But I do see you both like putting in the work. I do see this relationship being something very different from what you've had in the past. I do see there being like an even exchange energetically. I definitely see a commitment. I definitely see that this could be potentially something that is more long term. I just see like happiness. I see like fun. I just see like a partnership. I definitely see a partnership, like a true partnership, like energetically, physically, spiritually, emotionally, like in all ways, a true partnership. I also see, this is just random, there's either like a holiday or a vacation, or you have time off or whatever. That's coming through for a lot of people in this collective. I just feel like that could be tied to this relationship. Like maybe there's a vacation that you're going on together, or you have time off and you're spending it together or something like that. I think that somehow is related to this, or that is somehow related to a leveling up in your own personal life. So like something around that time, either it's that time frame or the actual physical like trip or vacation or whatever, like something happens that like changes something for you. I don't know, that's coming through. Let me know when it happens, because I don't know what the hell that means. So I think that's all I have for you guys. definitely let me know in the comments if any of this resonates or makes sense for some of you. If you're looking for a more personal, in-depth reading, you can go to headspacenj.com and book in on a reading. I do pre-recorded, so you'll get a reading that looks similar to this, and you'll have a link to it. You'll get it within 48 hours. And yeah, that's all I have. So thanks for being patient with me, and I will be back to do some more readings. I believe I'm back on track again, so I'll be back in a couple days or in the next week to do another collective reading. So thank you for all of your support, and yeah, I guess I will see you soon. Ugh.